Let me back in, coach. So excited, I can't wait to see how fucked up Psynchin is on the inside. And I'm glad you're excited, at least. Yeah, sure, just drug this politician and put him inside an experimental device without his permission. I'm sure it'll be fine. It's not like we've had issues with it in the past or anything. Game? Game spit. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. Everything's fine.
Yeah, I saw you get in an accident.
Yeah, that's basically the same thing.
No! I only pressed the wrong pedal!
That security grill just went flying by in the background. Did we all see that? Maybe if we stay long enough again, it'll fly by. Again, I put that again in the wrong place.
That's what you call an accident.
Oh, look at that!
I'm looking. The world appears to be coming up from the ground as a bubbling crude.
Don't change the subject.
Observe the surroundings.
Huh. In a word, I'd say it's strange.
Got packages for Toyota and Yotoda right next to each other. You're going to cause a matter-antimatter reaction, you fools!
Maybe this is So's corrupt nature manifesting itself.
Or maybe he's just a big fan of abstract art. You don't know. You don't know. Why you gotta be so judgy all the time?
The man Somnium is almost as corrupt as he is. I am impressed.
Political humor.
Never mind.
Okay.
Yeah, this is a real bad dream. Let's get the clues we need and get the hell out of here.
It's Iris. What on earth is she doing here?
It looks like the twist. Do the twist. Yotota. And oh my god, it's the Purple Man! No, Iris! You're too good for the Five Nights at Freddy franchise! Whoop, 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 whoop. I'm not sure. Okay. If Iris was literally murdered, like, right outside of the warehouse, would we have found her bloodstains? Was it raining? I don't think it was raining. And even if it were, blood does not clean easy. I should know.
Iris!
Something about this is rubbing me the wrong way.
We can't go any closer?
I mean, I guess with 18 hours, the culprit would have had time to clean up blood the old-fashioned way. But, like, would someone with an MO as clumsy as just stab persons outdoors have prepared cleanings of solutions and, like, that's the question of why.
We cannot.
Okay, we tried.
That silhouette we saw.
Damn you, William Afton! When will your bloodlust be satiated?
This is So's Somnium.
So's bizarre Somnium. Yep, humor. Thank you for coming.
During a sync, we experience the subject's dreams from a third-person perspective. In other words...
Speaking of JoJo, as we were, like, 10 minutes before I hit live. Hi, Nana. It's good to see you again.
It has to be him.
I cannot say for certain, but probably.
Oh, this was easy.
What's going
It's
on?
been so long. It's the life I've seen my son lost to this monster, to the man
It
behind the
appears that
slaughter.
time is looping in this warped space.
Ah, crap, we've entered an endless recursion of time.
Time is looping?
Ah, crap, we've entered an endless recursion of time.
Can't you do something about that?
Ah, crap, we've entered an endless recursion.
What exactly do you propose I do?
Whoop, 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 whoop. Sorry, this is just really funny.
You're telling me I have to watch this scene over and over?
I don't want to watch it either.
Well then,
Good. I'm glad we agree.
I suppose we can help her. We may then be able to ask this manifestation of Iris some questions.
Rush didn't fall until after all the stabbing finished. Like the incredibly janky 3-frame stabbing animation, the stock knife splat .jpeg .mp3, like knife sounds, the way the guy just runs off after he's finished, like whoop, 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 whoop. This is the best thing this game has done since we started.
huh?
Eh?
Sure, do whatever you gotta do.
Yes,
Alright.
we have to save Iris, no matter what.
The Purple Man must be stopped, no matter the cost. Bloop, bloop, bloop. But I kind of like the
To do
polar bear
that,
getting hit in the
you
leg
gotta
a
do
little bit
something about that
more.
huge wooden box.
That was also a very good moment, I can't lie to you.
Somnium scan, activate.
Hen Shin. Oh wow. Oh wow. Alright, how many locks we got? 2. Cameraman's trying to give us all whiplash. Maybe they're the real culprit. Four seems to be the standard at this point. Turns out I was right. Psynchin in the VillAIn. Help Iris. Escape. If Iris escaped, you may discover So's secret. Alright, one path, and we gotta find one. What do we have to work with here? There's a forklift, a large box, and 3 doors. Is this literally Zero Escape music, or does it just sound like Zero Escape music? Whatever it is, it's different from words. It's different from previous Somnium themes. The way I'm really enjoying. Yeah, that piano riff there. It's triggering a lot of nostalgia serotonin. Well, I have the utmost faith in me.
Roger that. Leave it to me.
'Cause it went so well last time, don't you know? This is the song right at the beginning.
It is time to unleash the Drift King.
Does Uchikoshi make his own music for his games? I don't believe so. Hold on, let me check actually. This game's composer was... Help me, Google Sensei. Keisuke Ito? Yes, Keisuke Ito, and also who also worked on Yakuza 3, World of Final Fantasy, not listed as being on any Zero Escape games, surprisingly enough. It's not impossible that they just borrowed auto-tune, or that I'm just completely wrong. That happens more often than most of you seem to give me credit for. But yeah, I would be very surprised to find Uchikoshi composing anything. He is a writer and also an occasional 3D modeler. Don't believe he has any background. The OST for the first Zero Escape was done by Shinji Hosue, who sure sounds like a different person. You just seem so smart and confident in your answers, that's why you always seem right. Until evidence comes along and proves me otherwise. Anyway.
Didn't you crash a minute ago?
That was then, this is now, Date. I do not like this Aiba. Its smug aura mocks me.
Besides, the forklift is front-wheel drive.
Is it? That... I mean, I guess that's where all the bits go. Yeah, no, that makes sense, actually. Ignore me. Ignore me! I do not like this Aiba. Its smug aura mocks me. That's it, she's dead now. Wait, never mind, she's alright. Hooray.
There's something here.
What is that, a mana recovery point?
Maybe you should jump in. You might unlock a bonus stage.
Do you have the mind of a child?
I mean, I'm pretty sure he's only 6, leave him alone. Well, the game's literally calling it Portal A.
A mysterious warp space suddenly appeared.
When in doubt, take the cheap option to burn some time. Alright, I think I see our
Connected to
answer.
that place.
That sound makes it hard to believe it was a pebble.
Alright, come on, big money, no YMAs.
A portal.
Put our hand in, that's not gonna help as much as I'd prefer. Can we kick that large box into it? Where is that large box? That large box is what we want to work with. That's not helping
A
at
large
all.
wooden box.
Not it. Anything behind door number 1?
A warehouse door.
Yeah, this one's locked. This one's locked. They're probably all gonna be
A
locked.
warehouse door.
This one will reduce us to a quarter time. That's a thing I'd like.
Is anyone there?
Hello, moshi moshi. Aiba desu.
No response.
Even if there was someone there, they might not answer.
Alright. Anything behind door number 3, or should we just do the obvious answer? Oh, this blows. Alright.
A portal.
Alright, Portal, tell me your secrets.
Here?
Yeah,
My hand.
That's the bit that would get fewer weird comments in here than the alternative.
yeah, you can do it.
You can do it, just believe in yourself.
I suppose if I must.
You must. Zoop, zoop. Anything to show for our efforts? Boop. Yeah, fuck you, T. We're Americans, we don't need that
I've seen a boss
shit.
character like this before.
When she just sticks her head and hands through, she could totally pass for a Kirby Lus. Alright, come on. Yeah. You Resident Evil your way right out of that place, Iris. I believe in you. We did it.
Are those boxes in the way too?
Who keeps all these boxes around? I mean, really?
We do not have time to move each one.
Think we're gonna have to find another portal around here somewhere? Alright. That's behind door number 1. Got anything new to show for ourselves? Just some concrete fragments by the looks of things. I like concrete fragments, they're one of my favorite characters.
Pieces of concrete.
When in doubt, choose violence.
Ah!
Ow.
Ow!
You know, in hindsight, I'm not sure what I expected.
Are you okay?
I want to go home.
Yeah, me too. But we must soldier
It's
on.
okay. Don't push yourself. Just give it another shot, okay? You can do it.
Stop it! You trying to be nice makes me want to cry.
Dante does have that effect on people. Alright.
Pieces of concrete.
It's only 10 seconds. We can save this for something more dangerous.
Same material that makes up the ground.
Boy, I love the ground. It keeps me from falling forever.
Though I am unsure why it fell from the sky earlier.
There's a portal up there.
Things that go through that portal come out supersize. Got it.
Oh boy. Which of these doors did we not have access to earlier? Probably that one that's all wiggly. That sounds like a plan to me.
A door to the warehouse. I cannot see inside.
Ah man, this is just the way to Hazy Maze Cave. I'm in. Iba? Iba, you dead?
Hmm? That door should have led to the warehouse, but
Now we're out here. Well, we did find a way to that crane. Got exactly what Date asked of us. Now we just gotta find out what these damn things it is. Alright. Control panel. That door's all wiggly. No one's gonna be able to open that. You fools.
is this some kind of control panel?
Come on, combo time.
The one that is difficult for humans to input?
Yeah, you're not a human, it'll be fine.
Changing combo.
Fine, just be quiet.
Just hit him with the pretzel, Johnny!
No, wait. Inputting that sequence of commands with the lever shaped like this.
I think you can do it.
Just get a trained spider to help you.
I'll try.
See, the Rising Storm gets it every time.
Oh,
This
move.
is why Geese Howard is so famously broken.
Ring out!
That's a KO.
You win. Perfect. Alright. This were a AAA game, you'd just be hearing that the whole time she was running. You know, I feel like us, trying to help her like this is just interfere with natural selection. Alright, why are you being so difficult right now?
If only she could fit through that gap.
I mean, isn't she supposed to be an idol? She should be at least that skinny. Let's see what's behind door number 3. GHAC. Alright, first, before anything else, we gotta go back on the far side. That means you, Iba.
Warehouse door.
Speak friend and
Delivery.
enter. Oh boy, what'd I get? Alright, who's next? Being such a twisted Somnium, most of the answers here seem pretty straightforward. There's the fragments. Where is the shit? The crane, there's a box near the crane. So we got to work with. So, logic would dictate it's probably one of the two. Alright. Only 999 more of these before we can wish for the solution to the case. I'm gonna give it a minute before we wind up doing anything I'm going to regret. Even if you wind up not. Where is this box? There you are, you son of a bitch.
Thin box hanging from a crane.
None of these really seem like what we need. We use one of these doors to save us some time. I mean, all this walking around isn't helping, but...
A warehouse door.
we can open this one. Somehow I feel like that's concerning.
What's this? Something came out.
And that is a really overexposed photograph. Box had an X6 multiplier, holy hell, yeah.
Made this way was thought to be a delicacy for nobles during the Heian era.
Ah, yes, clearly.
Nobody needs to hear your superfluous narration.
But it is educational. So in the end, the crane was useless. Good to know. Yeah, fuck you, heavy construction equipment. Spend less money on roads and more on houses. Okay, no, wait, never mind. Here's the box. Who keeps boxes around? I mean... You're very bad at this, Iris.
Hanging from the crane in the way now?
Was there something under the wooden box?
Let's just go back and lift it up for now.
Alright, save it for the end. Alright. It's already hooked on there, so all we gotta do is grab it and pull.
Crane.
Beep.
Not that I am against it, but
It's alright, I believe in you.
Can you not climb?
I don't see any place to get a hold.
Alright, the Ira is now bigger than before.
What is this?
It looks like a premium channel before you pay for it.
Yeah, can't hurt to look.
Oh, I got smaller.
Just wanna pick her up and put her in my pocket. We've successfully turned her into a marketable plushie.
Smaller, you'd be as flat as a surfboard.
Well, we know that now. I mean, we knew that before. That was all kind of a waste of your time and mine.
A warehouse door.
Alright, if we can't go through it, the game's not gonna contribute anything. D is the way forward. Shinky shinky shunk shunka. E.
A warehouse.
This one's locked. F.
A door to the warehouse.
Right, we already know what this story is. This one's locked. The others all look pretty much the same. Maybe it is this one.
A door to the warehouse.
No, wait, that was the other one. The one we didn't use already. I mean, with such evocative naming schemes, how could I possibly have gotten confused?
Delivery.
Wink. That was the one through to the far side. Hold on. Now we're up here.
Is this some kind of...
Second verse, same as the first.
No, it won't budge.
Got it. Well, that wasn't it.
At least we were able to save the money.
Does this go to the crane?
It appears that way. It's
Well, that was a
control
waste of
panel.
time. Raise it?
Understood.
This is going to time us out. But if we can at least get confirmation that what we have to do, we have enough retries left.
Is there something underneath it?
Cause that's how you do game development, right? Now let's through that portal. You damn kids, get off of my property! Let's see all the way through his head. Not that that tells me anything I didn't already know. Man, Five Nights at Freddy's took a weird turn in the final episode.
It appears Iris was saved. Barely.
That shadow must be...
The Shadow. The Shadow! The Shadow. Wow. And then we were freed from that nightmare. Alright, what fresh hell are we going to get out of this? Okay. I guess we're leaving now. So, did the actual doing the Somnium part of doing that Somnium accomplish literally anything? 'Cause it
was
feels
in
like the
Somnium.
answer is no. Like, everything we learned from that Somnium, we learned before gameplay actually began. We did not save anybody. We did not learn any new information. What was the point of all that?
Yes, we saw.
An unidentified figure tried to stab Iris to death. And Date and Aiba...
Who is that figure?
Well, you see, it all began in the 1980s with a man named William Afton.
Probably so himself.
True, he could imagine himself in his Somnium that way.
I mean, honestly, who among us hasn't envisioned ourselves as a giant purple naked man at least once? Let he who is without grape throw the first stone.
Mr. Date's ego algorithm processed the figure into that particular image.
Date's ego algorithm must be absolutely huge.
What are you people talking about? If you're quite done here, hurry up and release me.
Do we have grounds to not do that? I mean, you're not exactly advertising the existence of the sync machine, I do believe. Boop.
I've been telling you I don't know anything.
That's impossible. I saw Iris in your dream.
Okay, you are so
You have to have some memory.
staggeringly bad at this.
What are you talking about? I don't understand a word of this.
Come to think of it, I still haven't heard your explanation for this. 2 days ago, you called Shoko Nadami just after 9 p.m. Why?
That is a private matter that I will not discuss with you.
Damn, we're really bad at getting evidence. And our guy isn't just arbitrarily confessing for no reason. How clever.
I didn't.
Well shit, I thought for sure that would work.
Are you planning on acting dumb all night?
I don't think he's acting, Date. Don't think he'd have to.
How did you know Iris was stabbed?
I heard it.
What?
On my way to this place, I heard that woman over there talking. Something about a girl who got stabbed in the back.
Are you talking about me?
Yes, you.
I don't remember exactly what I said. It's possible that I mentioned a body with stab wounds to the back.
Boss.
Us. Well, now, boss, that like helicopter.
It is impossible to determine now. He very well may not have seen Iris's body.
Well, crap.
No. He still must have.
Well, good job, game.
He was in the warehouse.
But does that mean we can conclude for certain that he saw the corpse?
It wasn't particularly well hidden.
What were you doing at 5 p.m. 2 days ago?
Reading a book at home. You can ask my housekeeper or my bodyguards. They will confirm that for you.
That does match what the bodyguard said earlier.
Are we trusting the bodyguards now? In the other route, you yourself said they weren't particularly trustworthy. And they are identical twins, which makes Nox very, very unhappy with them.
But they're like family to him.
He was just hanging out with his family, having himself a
They're not about
party.
telling a lie to protect their boss.
Alright. Nothing more to report on the Sajima front. Pewter, would you like to explain what
Imagine
in
the human
God's
brain
name you're
is
talking about?
being made up of two elements: memory and algorithmic structure. The former is preferable because the latter can be problematic.
Yeah, I heard the latter once said some stuff about the Irish that I will not be repeating in polite company.
It can output things based on the inputs it is given. To make this easier to understand, compare this to a computer.
The most powerful computer ever manufactured. Your mind. Whoa.
Memory is like your data stored on a hard disk. The algorithm is the program.
Memory is like memory. Your brain is like a copy of Windows 98.
This program controls everything, from higher cognitive functions to primitive instinct. This program is what creates the phenomenon of consciousness.
What if we ask him the same thing again? You're the same as usual.
In short, it is your ego algorithm, what you call your mind. Recognition,
And what I call a
cognition,
weird
consciousness.
day-old lump of cottage cheese.
All of these processes are incomprehensible without the ego algorithm. However, the Wadjet system is revolutionizing the way we think about consciousness.
The Wadjet system controls my core programming.
Neat.
Using Wadjet, we could map the neural circuitry of the human brain.
Didn't we do that already? Like, it's not that we haven't mapped it, it's just that we don't understand what every individual neuron firing does. Sort of same way as the human genome.
And we discovered a specific circuit that is key to the phenomenon of consciousness. However, we human beings are still unable to fully grasp it.
Why are you breathing so heavily? Pewter. Pewter, you stay over there.
It's far too complicated.
I'm gonna stay at a safe distance away from the creepy man.
But even if we don't understand it, we can still use it.
And nothing bad ever happens from that line of thinking. Having a breakdown over this, okay? Clearly.
You don't have to understand electromagnetism to use a microwave oven.
But it helps.
The Wadjet system is how we are able to extract the sinker's consciousness. That is what makes syncing possible.
Alright, but how does it work? And how does it taste?
During a sync, the sinker's consciousness, or ego, is brought into the subject's somnium. They enter the subconscious mind, or more accurately, sink into it.
I wouldn't call that more accurate. What's next time you get a license to make toast in my own damn toaster? I'm sorry, I thought this was America.
At this time, the sinker's memories are left
Hi,
in
Laurel.
their original body.
Nice to see ya. Thank you for showing up.
Picture an egg. The ego is the egg yolk that goes into the subject's brain.
Alright, this is your brain. But what if your brain is on drugs? Is it still like an egg? Is it more or less like an egg? None has needed an obligatory head pat. No. Boop. Blep, blep, blep. Ow. Ah, God. Soon I'm gonna have to get a glass eye in this place.
The sinker's memories are the whites which remain in the shell.
You know, it's not really a Japanese adventure novel until you've played, or until you've been on the receiving end of several minutes of incredibly convoluted metaphor. Thank you, Pee Wee Herman. Yes, thank you, Pee Wee Herman. Kids, this is crack.
The sinker, or rather the sinker as their pure ego, experiences the subject's somnium. But to be precise, it is not only ego. When synced, a modicum of memory data does get sent into the subject's brain. Imagine separating an egg yolk from its whites. No matter how you try, some of the egg whites will always stick to the yolk.
Maybe if you're an amateur.
This is just like that.
Brain, egg. Literally the same thing, don't question it. Alright. So can you get anything actually useful out of all that data, or...
The subject of the sync remembers certain persons or objects that appear in Somnium. But they might not have a clear form. Our dreams are sometimes vague or unclear, after all.
Sometimes you just kind of have a dream where all your teeth fall out and you're just kind of like, yeah, okay, that sure just happened.
Even the subject of the dream themselves. I told you earlier that the Sinker experiences the dream from the perspective of an observer. That is why the person creating the dream can appear within it. But perhaps they do not have an objective view of themselves.
I mean, who does at the end of the day?
Like a mirror or picture. Perhaps he's never watched himself on television.
Man, in his line of work, I doubt it.
Rare for a politician,
Alright, don't steal my jokes.
but not unheard of. He lacks that objective picture of himself. He remains stoic and unattached despite his position of power. I find that quite powerful. To be able to put your ego aside and see yourself as God sees you.
If God sees us, then he's sure not doing anything with that information.
Is an ability many charismatic people share.
Alright, anything else to report?
He may not have a rational, objective assessment of himself.
Also talking about God when you can literally go into people's brains, Pewter. I mean... Not sure about the connection, Nana. When was the last time you saw God inside a human brain?
So, even if this figure is ambiguous,
It could be so.
It could also be me, thought it, he, or the other so. So too. Electric Boogaloo.
indeed.
Pewter's gotten up because I asked myself, well, okay, that explains it. Forgive me for doubting you. Wee, 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 wee. Alright. Boss, please give me a lead. I would like to play the game.
I saw it on the monitor.
I know.
Iba's saving Iris as she was being stabbed.
Which didn't really accomplish anything in the real world or teach us anything about the case. I'm not sure why we bothered.
Of course, since you and Iba are one and the same, it's like you saved her, Date. But that was just a dream. It's not real.
Hooray.
Saving her in Somnium won't save her now. I'm sorry.
When you try your best, but you don't succeed. Oh, shit, hold on, let me get that.
The investigation team is calling.
Kagami?
This is Date from Abyss. What happened?
Hey, sorry to call you out of the blue.
That's not Kagami.
There's something we want to check. Is now a good time?
I can't think of a better one.
Sure, what is it?
You said you found a body at Okiura Fishery Cold Storage Warehouse. The one at Ariake? Warehouse District?
Yes, that's right.
Huh. Okay.
Why? What happened?
It's, not here.
Well, that's confusing.
What's not there?
We searched all over the warehouse. We didn't find any bodies.
Suppose a frozen body would not leave that much forensic evidence. I'm trying to think, like, what's the over-under on them closing this case by just saying we hallucinated it all?
What do you mean there's no body?
I ain't got nobody.
We looked everywhere,
Even between the couch cushions?
but nothing.
Date, I am not doubting you. However, are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure. I saw it. I know I saw it.
It's a difficult mistake to make, Iba.
I saw Iris's body with my own right eye.
Then perhaps someone moved the body.
It doesn't seem physically impossible. I don't know why you find this so hard to believe.
Between the time we left and CSI arrived.
Freaking useless CSI punks. Upstarts, amateurs, overrated just because you got one TV deal. Honestly. Freaking CSI Effect has done so much damage to the jury system.
No, there's another possibility.
There is?
It's getting confusing because Date also saw this sad version of Iris before it even happened, so maybe it could be in his head. I mean, literally anything could be in his head, but we went an entire opposite half of the branch without any hints of Date being an unreliable narrator or prone to hallucinations or anything. It's a bit late in the game to introduce this possibility, is all I'm saying. And we didn't sync with anybody different.
Date?
Oh, hey, Iris, thought you died.
What are you doing? Barging in without ringing the doorbell? Oh, you see, Mizuki ended up staying at my place. Something wrong?
The world changed.
How can you move within my frozen time? Alright, nobody panic. Nobody panic. Looks like CSI really screwed this one up as much as I'd like to get one of those smug pricks. Hold on, I'll let the game get its lines out of the way before I start theorizing. Monday.
Iba and I saved Iris during the sink yesterday. She wasn't killed.
So Date is now hallucinating. That's the coward out, Nana. Let's talk a bit further.
True, but that was only a dream.
Maybe the dream changed reality.
I don't think that's it either. Again, we have an entire half of the Somniums out of the way, and that has not happened yet. The phrase exception that proves the rule comes from a time when proves meant challenges. It does not mean what you think it means.
Impossible.
Then how else would you explain it? Iris came back to life.
And she appears to not know that she was ever dead. What do we think of that? I'm an Iba's line of sight. It's really rough on your neck, buddy, okay? Lost his friend, Mario. If only.
Happy birthday to you.
Alright, no need to show off.
That song used to be copyrighted, you know?
Man, isn't copyright expiration great?
But now it's public domain and I can sing it to my heart's content. Don't you love it?
Boy
I
band
sleep with a
poster.
different one every night. They're so fluffy.
Oh, body pillow.
Alright, you got anything to say about Tanuki's ball
I
sacks, or,
can't believe it's not a raccoon.
And I can't believe it's not butter.
What?
Alright. Well, let's start with getting the obvious out of the way.
Stranger things have been known to happen.
Don't give me that cop-out answer. We're a serious mystery story, damn it. We get one bit of sci-fi nonsense and I'm already pretty sure it's something else.
2 days ago, Date found Iris's frozen corpse in Mizuki's Somnium. It must have been a prophecy.
Boss.
There's a lot of stuff in this world that can't be explained by science.
Can't be explained by science. Yeah, this is my job on the line. I'm going to stand up for myself. Boss's knack for change is one of her good qualities. Not having beliefs is what she believes in. And I have never followed a rule. That is my rule. Do you follow? I don't. That's how she established herself as a major player in the police department. Because she believed what she wanted to.
Date and Iba saved Iris and Somnium. And that changed the history of the real world? Well, I guess it's not impossible.
It fairly obviously is.
That isn't what you said yesterday.
That was then, this is now. A woman's mind changes with the phases of the moon, you know.
No, it doesn't.
Anyway, I believe in Date. I trust him more than anyone else in Abyss.
And that is why you're stuck in this room. Alright, any actual material progress on the case?
Congressman Sajima is suspicious in more ways than one. Exhibit A. 3 days ago, so-called Shoko Nadami's phone.
After she was dead, let us not forget.
We still don't know exactly why. He only told us it was meant to be private. Exhibit B. So Sajima was at Okiura Fishery Warehouse last night.
That seems a bit less likely to have an innocent explanation.
But he didn't inform us of this. There must be something he doesn't want us knowing. Exhibit C. So was in Iris's Somnium.
You wanna try flipping that around, boss?
Dreams are constructed from memories. Yet the good congressman denies he ever knew Iris. I sent him home yesterday.
You released him?
I mean, what are you gonna do? Throw him in jail because you claim you read his mind? And didn't actually see him commit the murder there either? Come on, Date, be reasonable. It's not my fault you suck at your job. Can't believe they didn't let her do a reading of that line. Honestly, it was so casual, I wouldn't be surprised if no one noticed. QA testing is a long and involved job. Sometimes little bits like that slip through the cracks.
What was I supposed to do? We can't hold him without solid proof. What we saw with Iris hasn't happened yet.
In any case, we have to speak with him again.
Boss is sitting on the desk. The desk is being sat on by boss. It's gonna be so funny when So is only guilty for illegal arms dealing at that port warehouse. I mean, you're joking, but we do know he and his bodyguards are all packing. This game is set in Japan.
It is absurd.
Thank you.
Not possible.
Thank you.
Dreams are figments of the imagination.
Okay, now you're really milking it.
An incident which took place entirely in your mind cannot have any bearing on the real world. That is preposterous. Consider it.
Think about it, won't you? Thank you.
If you were to find money in your dream, does your bank account balance go up in reality? If you were to be attacked by aliens in your dream, does a swarm of UFOs invade Earth?
Not usually, but you'd be surprised.
But at the warehouse,
You must have been hallucinating.
Yes, it's a much less concerning issue. Nana?
Within Mizuki's Somnium,
Nana,
you saw
something you'd
Iris's
like to share
frozen
with the
corpse.
class.
It is affecting your mental state. Last night, you were so fazed by it that you couldn't speak. If it bothers you to this degree, why not go talk to Iris?
Don't worry, I'm not invading Earth. That sounds like something someone invading Earth would say. Alright. You had a bunch of shit to say about, like, why are you so tiny? Why are you so tiny? There we go.
Her cell phone is on. I can trace her via GPS.
That's not concerning.
She is currently somewhere in the Lemniscape building.
Alright. Anything to report on the warehouse?
I have done some research. As the name suggests, the company is owned by the Okiuras. The same Okiuras we know. Renju's father created the company.
Jesus Christ, how many times have we
connection
been
to
on the
Renju.
receiving end of this exact
actually.
exposition dump?
Currently, the company Renju
Yeah.
But it can't be a coincidence.
It certainly is suspicious. I would suggest
okay.
searching the warehouse again.
That's the most reasonable thing I've heard since we started this arc.
You may be able to discover why Iris was resurrected.
Renju.
Mizuki went to Bloom Park 3 nights ago. She was prompted by a Nile message from Renju.
Mizuki, Daddy got so caught up in something serious. Please come to Bloom Park's merry-go-round right away.
There are 3 possibilities. 1. Renju killed Shoko, or was an accessory to the murder. 2. Renju was threatened or blackmailed into luring Mizuki to the scene. 3. The culprit used Renju's phone to send the Nile message. In any case, the motive is still unknown. We need to talk to Renju.
Unfortunately, the man appears to have vanished from time and space.
Renju, where did you go?
Where did you come from? Where did you go? Yeah, that's what I was about to ask.
You asked Mama at Marble for information regarding Renju Okiura, correct?
And they had fuck all to offer us.
It is possible she may have something for you by now.
Asked Moma for information, too. They had to promise him a meeting with Iris. Moma can wait for now.
We can talk to Iris's mom as well. She was Renju's classmate, right? Iba told me about her.
Alright, summarize for me, then we can start the actual hard part.
There are 4 people I should talk to. So Sejima, Iris and Hitomi Sagan, and Mama.
Mama, ooh,
And
didn't
I need
mean
to check the
to make
warehouse
you
one more
cry.
time.
We have
I'm
many
not
avenues
back
of
again this
investigation.
time tomorrow.
Let's get moving.
Carry on, carry on. Alright, I am not ending stream, I just want to save in case anything bad happens. Okay, so obviously the most concerning thing that's happening right now is that body, which we cannot find, and which has vanished from time and space. Now, the 2 possibilities that have been placed on the board before us are that we hallucinated the corpse in the first place, which is a narratively very unsatisfying cop-out answer, and that us saving Iris in the Somnium somehow unfucked, like, the timeline and unkilled her. Which, you know, no. There is a third possibility that I can think of, and Nana, you're not super far off. I was just going to argue that, like, we never saw... Like, that corpse was facing away from us. I don't believe we ever saw its face. It literally being Iris's twin sister seems like a bit of a cop-out, but... like, that could be any pink-haired lady. It was frozen, and if you will recall, the autopsy report did not actually say anything about, like, a medically or biologically determined time of death. All we had to say was it would have taken longer than 18 hours to freeze the body. The corpse being frozen, I presume, means that there's no way we could medically determine how long they've been dead. Maybe it's Hitomi and Hitomi's hair is a wig. Given that we're about to go talk to her, I kinda doubt it. Like, maybe it is literally a twin, maybe it's like an aunt, or maybe Hitomi is an aunt, and, like, I don't know. I was theorizing earlier that, like, Iris is Sejima's bastard, and that's why they seem so connected, and he has so many issues relating to being connected to this case. Or hell, given how long the, who was the founder of the Okiura Fishery Warehouse? Was it Renju's dad or grandpa? If it's his grandpa, then it's existed long enough that for all we know it could be Iris's grandpa. Maybe after that, your siblings, if the Sejima being the father being a thing is true. I'm pretty sure that is true. Alright, every time we've gone through this thus far, the order we looked at things did not matter at all. Anyway, yeah, sorry, really abrupt drop-off, that's all of my thoughts on the matter. And as I was saying, every time we've gone through one of these branching paths before, the order we went through things had literally no impact, but just for the sake of it, I think we should get evidence before testimony. So maybe Hitomi isn't Iris' actual mom because she looks way too young. Knowing anime, I'm not sure that's really evidence, but anything's possible. Anyway, if anyone lies to us, I want evidence, so let's look for evidence before testimony. So we don't get the car segment when we're in our free roam segments. Pardon me. Throat feels really ticklish today, and I'm not sure why. With Iba in my left eye socket, I walked into the cold storage warehouse. I could see my breath. I looked around, shivering. Nothing seemed changed from last night, though. You know, when your first stream was a key dialogue point in the game where Date pointed out that Hitomi looks really young to have an 18-year-old daughter. Yeah. If they acknowledged it in dialogue, I think it's much more likely to amount to something. Good on you for remembering that. Alright, switchboard.
Switchboard.
Yes, it is.
Nothing seems out of the ordinary.
Dope. This is where the body
First
was.
arrived here yesterday at 9 p.m.
I know, I was there at the time.
At that time, lying on this workbench was...
Iris's dead body, covered with a white cloth.
But the second time...
The corpse was gone.
Given how long it was before the police arrived, there would be time for someone to have come in there and done away with it.
It was 11:25 p.m.
Yeah, 2 hours and almost half an hour. Yeah, and she even awkwardly said, oh yeah, I had it when I was in high school, and then wouldn't elaborate further. Yes, so the clues are coming together.
But the body could not have simply vanished. Crime scene investigation was here before 11:25 p.m.
I like how soon before. Because 2 hours is a very long time.
When did they arrive?
You could watch like half a Tim Rogers video in that time.
According to the report, 10:30 p.m.
So an hour and a half. Come on, they could totally pull that off.
After we finished syncing with So.
It took them an hour and a half to get here?
Jesus, what do we pay these bozos for? Are they having a TV meeting or something? They getting interviewed by the press for all the hard work I do? Me and my team. I hate those guys. They're not even good, Mr. A's.
Correct.
Correct.
Why did it take them so long?
Question.
Unknown. The report does not specify.
Alright, what's the over-under that streamer called in some favors? First answer that comes to my mind.
Perhaps a result of outside influence.
Yeah.
Outside influence?
In any case, there is nothing of note about the bench. Examining it will not reveal any further information. A forklift. It doesn't seem like it's in use. It was likely just left here.
What a waste. Alright, no Odoroki Man chocolate on the floor.
There are numerous cardboard boxes on the shelves. There is nothing abnormal about them.
Joe's patch with cardboard boxes. The egg cutting machine has been shoved
That
off
machine
in the
is
corner.
used for ice. Do they store ice here?
I mean, you can also use it to cut all sorts of things.
There are only a few items on the shelf. It is likely that this warehouse isn't in regular use.
How convenient. Cardboard box on the floor, there's nothing in it. Storage space isn't in use.
It's a wooden box.
I see that.
There is nothing inside.
Forklift B?
A
That
crane on the ceiling.
Ota's dead in the timeline, so it's unlikely he managed to get the swing in on the polar bear.
Nothing has changed. A forklift. Nothing seems out of the ordinary.
That forklift over there is frozen to the floor, but this one here isn't. That bothers me every time we come in here, but I can't think of any meaning it could have. Search the warehouse again. I didn't find anything useful.
Nothing.
But finding nothing may, in fact, be something.
Iba, you don't want to be the sort of person who makes something out of nothing.
What do you mean?
I was just thinking out loud. Let's get going. Date, your temperature is dropping. At this rate, they might find your body in here.
Oh jeez. You know, I thought I should have got that gunshot wound looked at. Alright. Wanna go talk to Mama? Boop. Alright. Just take a nice leisurely drive over so the loading screen will have time to roll through. And in we go.
You need more info on Ren?
That was easy.
I'm sorry to waste your time, but I don't have anything for you.
That's too bad.
I see.
So are you?
Well, I could use a little help down there, if you know what I mean.
I do not know what she means. Perhaps you should take her up on her offer.
Absolutely not.
Mama, there are children present in this audience, possibly.
You know about Renju and the Kumakura gang, right?
Did we talk about this last time I was here?
Yeah, I know. I heard it from his own mouth right here.
Do they have anything to do with the talent scandal at Lemniscate?
There was a scandal. In the idol industry, perish the thought.
Maybe now they do, since Renju is the president of Lemniscate. But even before that, Renju and the Kumakuras go way back. All the way back to high school.
What a life he must have led.
Hey, Date. Have you ever seen a dead body?
No. Do you want to? I remember Renju saying that to me after he and I went through a bottle.
You're a policeman. I don't know what department, but I assume you aren't handing out traffic tickets. So, how about it?
I didn't answer. I turned the question around on him.
What about you?
What about me, Date?
Me? Well, yeah.
Alright, that drink
Not just
didn't even
one.
reach your lips.
Countless bodies.
I mean, Renju can only count to 7, though, so that's not that impressive. I mean, it's a little impressive, like, it's what Kindaichi goes through in a case, but you know. Gee, hold on, was there a case for Kindaichi? Hold on, I gotta look this up now. I'm sorry I'm the way that I am, but I need to know. Alright, hold up. Nope, only 6. You just barely snuck in under the wire. You slippery little snake. You slithering, slimy son of a salamander.
When I was in high school, I had a pretty crazy job.
I was a serial killer.
You know the Kumakura gang? I was hooked up to one of their phone fraud scams. I just had to go collect the money from drop points and give it to the Kumakuras. It was an easy job. Eventually, I became friends with the higher-ups. They started taking me with them on jobs.
What jobs?
Carpentry, what do you think?
The target was always an elderly person from the country with no family. Elderly folk who owned a lot of land, you know? They live every day in loneliness and desperation. You just have to be nice to them. That's all it takes. Guys would get to know the old people and they would set up an adoption process. After that, you just have to get them really drunk. Throw them in the tub full of hot water. And they pass. Just like that.
It really is that easy sometimes.
Heart attack, brain hemorrhage, or they simply go to sleep and drown. The police almost never investigated. It always looked natural, like they died of old age. So the adopted gang members would inherit the land. Then we sell it and make massive profits. I watched a lot of people get killed like that. And I've seen journalists get killed for getting too close to the truth. So I... Why am I telling you all this?
I don't know what happens when you bottle something like that up for that long.
Are you going to arrest me?
Evidently not. I took a sip from my glass. I didn't say anything for a while.
You didn't do it yourself, right?
No, I was always the lookout. But still... Date,
Tears fell to the counter. unending. I don't think he can arrest you without evidence. I mean, he literally did just confess. Pretty sure most judges would consider that evidence. I mean, I'm pretty sure most judges would consider way shoddier confessions than that evidence. We didn't say another word until the ice in the glass had melted to nothing. Especially since you did this in high school, it's been years ago, so it's probably been too long ago. Probably. I don't know, law is strange. There's no statute of limitations for murder. There was in Japan until shockingly recently, but there isn't anymore. Off the top of my head, I'm not sure. Now, hold on. Renju is... $37, so he would have been in high school. I don't remember off the top of my head when this game came out. It's not been that long. Yeah, I'm not sure if he would have been grandfathered in terms of, like, not having, you know, cases he was involved in investigated. Plus, since he just said all these cases were closed as, like, you know, death by natural causes, there wouldn't be files on them, so they can't say they've expired, so... I'm pretty sure we could take him in if we wanted to, though. I mean, looking at how the man's taking it, I don't know why we'd want that.
I find it calming.
Why is that?
Look, sometimes a lady's just gotta stroke off her fish in public, you know. Don't judge.
Don't ask me.
Alright. 100 bottles of beer on the wall. A menu with something written on it. Posters on the wall. Taxi drive, sir. There's nothing of interest in here. Talk to me.
I don't have anything else for you. Sorry, I'm not much help.
It's alright, Mama. Your shining smile is reward enough.
No, don't worry about it.
Can you come back again tonight? There's a regular here who is good friends with Ren.
Okay, thank you.
He should be here tonight. If you ask him, he might have some information for you.
Tonight?
Yes. I'll be waiting for you.
Good to know. Alright, no information in the present, but we've got something to learn in the future. I'm going to put off Tsujima for last, just in the off chance we find some evidence to confront him with. Let's go to the Hololive building. I know I've gone blind! No, wait, it's just loading. Well,
I am so aggro right now.
please stop talking like that.
Who says that?
Why are you angry?
You backed out on your Shovel Forge promise.
Yeah, man, I can't believe we didn't get to see Date play Minecraft on stream. She used aggro in a sentence. That's like her catchphrase as a VTuber. I remember that from the pre-release material. It's so much weirder hearing her say off script.
I didn't make any promises.
You promised me a date, though.
I did go to your house.
2 minutes before midnight. And you didn't even take me anywhere.
Yeah, because we only had 2 minutes.
We could have gone somewhere.
Alright, well, chat, would you take your date on a date to the local 7-Eleven? Or I guess the local 812 in this case.
Iturup, Kunashir, Shikotan, Habomai?
Gesundheit. Itorup kunashir shikotan habomai. Ancient demon, I beseech you to respond to my summons.
Absolutely not.
Crap,
Then you
didn't
should have
work.
come earlier.
Well,
Does the vending machine work? Full of drinks. I've never seen a vending machine that actually worked in meat space before. Anyway, aren't you dead?
Iris, promise you won't laugh, but I saw something at the cold storage warehouse last night.
What?
Your dead body.
Alright, you specifically promised you wouldn't do that, honestly. Vending machines at rest stops traveling usually work. I mean, I only ever travel for work, and I'm usually a bit distracted. I don't eat all that much when working. It's bad for my thought processes. And my work ethic. Hardy har har.
I told you not to laugh.
But come on, Date. I'm alive. I'm right here.
Are you really, though? We haven't proven she's not a ghost.
Look, I can jump around. Woohoo!
Stop, I'm serious. In my dream, I saved you from being killed. And here you are.
Wink.
Which is why I was like that when I went to your house yesterday. Sorry, there's no point in telling you all this.
No, it's fine. Sorry for laughing. I just didn't know what was up with you.
You're wearing a Letterman jacket and a fanny pack. I'm sorry, I just had to say that out loud just so we could all be on the same topic. Like, who dresses like that? In the year of our Lord 2020, whenever this game came out.
I believe you, Date. Maybe you were in a parallel world or something.
No, that's the other big Kotaro Uchikoshi game. Kotaro Uchikoshi is in fact the alternate dimensions version of Kotaro Uchikoshi.
Another bizarre explanation.
Anyways, Renju dead yet?
What about him?
I don't need to hide it. I told her about Renju's disappearance.
A traffic accident? I'm worried.
Any idea where he could have gone?
I'm sorry, no. I've seen him on TV.
Man, looks like he's high as a kite in this photo.
Ever met him?
No.
Not at all.
No, not at all.
I know you were mad about our date, but why was your phone off?
Yes, bully the small child.
I couldn't get a hold of you. Last night around 2 a.m., someone visited you. Who was it? And you left the house as well.
In the middle of stream, too. How rude can you get?
Where did you go?
You really want to know?
Yes, that's why I asked.
Yes.
And you'd do anything for the answer.
Don't you start this with me, woman. I do carry a gun.
Yes.
All right then, Shovel Forge.
No.
Then go on a date with me.
Why do you want this? He is twice your age and he has exactly as much charisma as a dying skunk.
Again, no.
But you owe me for yesterday.
I told you I couldn't get a hold of you.
Objection! Even if you did get a hold of me, you didn't want to see me anyway, right?
I mean, you're right about that.
Until you fulfill your promise, I won't tell you anything.
Don't you have, like, school and shit? Aren't you a teenager?
It is Monday. But it's a holiday. No school today? Duh.
I don't think I like any of the characters in this game. Honestly, I'm on your side, Laurel. And like, I feel really bad because the entire reason I picked up this game is because Eva was just ranting at me for like days about how much she loved the cast of this game, and I do not see what she sees.
Oh, right. It's a holiday.
Man, Date, I can't believe you forgot about National Wear Your Underwear Inside Out Day.
Did you forget too?
That's why I'm at Lemniscate today.
My Kagami Pewter and Mama, that's it. Yeah, Nana's got nice tastes.
We're going to do a recording session for a show soon.
It's gonna be on TV, she's gonna be a TV star, and
So,
other
what are we
long-dead memes.
What do you mean?
For our date, of course.
Give him the stick, don't give him the stick. What if I say no?
Iris, you're too young for me.
I can't believe I'm actually saying this, but I have some standards.
I can't be seen with you.
What?
Hey, what are you doing?
Everybody! This awful man! He...
Fine. I'll do whatever you want.
Really?
Yes.
Shovel Forge?
I will not.
Date has some standards left.
So we'll go on a date then.
Yes.
Yay! It's a deal.
Damn it.
And you have to honor our agreement this time.
Don't we have a significantly more important meeting to attend that day?
She really is a witch.
Oh, but we can't go right away. I have a recording coming up. I should be done by 3, though. Tessa, we're starting soon. Got it! So, Date, meet me back here at 3?
I don't know what time it is right now, so I can't put this on any sort of timeline.
If you ditch me, I will be beyond furious. Anyway, bye for now. Peace!
Never. Conflict will never end in this world. Iris smiled and strolled over to the studio.
There is no point remaining here. Let's get moving.
Not sure there was any point to us showing up in the first place, really. Alright, Hitomi, will you please be a tolerable human being?
I apologize for yesterday. I arrived uninvited.
No, I'm grateful. Thanks to you, Mizuki has her voice back.
Yeah, since I thoroughly bungled it this time around.
No, I didn't do anything.
Alright, anything to say about Renju?
You asked me that yesterday.
No point hiding it. I told her about Renju's disappearance.
Right from the hospital?
I know, it's incredible. They should really up the security on those places.
I'm sorry. I have no idea.
Tommy is touching her right shoulder with her left hand.
I've put Iris through so much. I was 19 and single when she was born.
People didn't take kindly to that. But Iris was such a fighter. She always protected me. I remember, one time at the nursery, some of the other mothers were talking about me. Iris ran up to them and said, "Don't talk about my mommy!"
And then she kicked them in the shins.
I'm supposed to be the mother, but it's Iris who's always protecting me.
Yes, give me more of your background. I get the impression it's going to be important before this is over.
They died when I was 17. I was an orphan, and my relatives lived far away. They might have taken me in, but I was already in my second to last year of high school. It wasn't a good idea for me to move that late. So I decided to stay here, by myself.
And take care of Iris.
Yes, all alone. But Renju would help sometimes. It was always just me and her. Vacations, barbecues, zoos, amusement parks. Just me and her.
Vacations to the amusement park. Barbecues at the zoo. Vacation barbecues at the combination amusement park zoo.
Oh, that reminds me. When Iris was 5, there was a children's theater show in Bloom Park. It was called Milky Moon. It was about girls as magical space rangers and such. She loved singing and dancing, even as a kid.
Barbecuing these zoo animals. You know, I was gonna go that way, Nana, but I thought I could milk a few more seconds of joke out of my version.
Whenever she heard music, her body would start moving. It was a quirk of hers.
I, on the other hand, have no music in my soul whatsoever.
And she did it at the show, too. Toward the end, when all the Milky Moon girls were dancing to the ending song, Iris climbed up onto the stage and danced with them. I tried to stop her, of course. I grabbed her arm and tried to get her to sit, but before I knew it, she was up there, dancing. And everyone was so excited. Even I was dancing by the end of it.
And then the entire restaurant clapped.
When it was over, she had the biggest smile on her face. "Mama, you're a good dancer." That's the kind of girl she was.
What in God's name happened?
Whenever she sees someone playing music on the street, she'll run up and join them, right then and there.
And yet the only footage we have available of her is her doing a very basic idol step.
Music at the train station, the crosswalk beeping. Even at convenience stores, when their little chime played, she would start dancing.
How exactly does one play to the convenient dance store? Like, you know what I was going for. This moment, yes, hello, Don, it's nice to see you.
It almost got her into trouble once.
Welcome
She was on
to the
trouble
stream.
train and a truck drove by. It was playing loud music out the windows. She climbed up to the top and started dancing.
And then she broke her neck.
But she lost her balance and fell. She fractured her leg pretty badly. It was on a Sunday, and it was hard to find an open emergency care.
Yeah, people never get injured on Sundays, right? That's unthinkable. Who would even think such a thing? Who would prepare for something so dumb?
I was carrying her on my back, running and running through town. I could still hear her crying. Will I still be able to dance, Mommy? Can I still dance? She cried and cried into my shoulder. It was the only time she ever cried so much. No, that's not true. There was one other time.
And there was a time earlier today, like immediately before we came in here. Okay, good talk.
6 years ago, I was the victim of a shooting.
Well, that's unfortunate.
After the surgery, Iris came in running, and she was sobbing.
Mommy, don't die! Don't die!
Well, since you ask so politely.
Please don't die, Mommy! Don't die!
I swore to myself then that I would protect her, no matter what. Iris is everything to me. More important than my own life.
And yet you seem to be the only person who's not on the culprit's hit list
Yes,
from what we've
today's a holiday.
seen.
Iris isn't in school. She went to Lemniscate.
Yes, we know. I'm not sure why the game forced me to ask that.
Yeah, I saw her earlier.
Is that so?
Iris must really enjoy dancing,
Can't say.
Yeah.
though her drawing skills could use some work.
Drawing skills?
Look at the drawing on the wall.
I've been wondering about that picture.
Iris drew it when she was 12.
Okay, that... Yeah, Iba, no need to be so judgy.
That's you on the left and Iris in the middle, correct?
Yes,
And who's on the right?
the man I was dating at the time. It was only for 3 months, but
Looks like he's got... What is that?
I met him
Black
about 6 years ago.
hair and a brown suit?
Have you been to the Kume Shrine in the Minato district? I was praying there one day, and I heard a voice.
It was the voice of God, saying he was here to answer my prayers.
Well, more like a groan.
That's the dude. I think that might be the dude.
Behind the shrine, I saw a man sitting on the ground. He was bleeding badly from his stomach. I took out my phone to call an ambulance, but he grabbed my wrist, and he held me, and then he kissed me.
That's a hell of a story.
I was shocked, but when I stared into his eyes,
Mommy, how did you and Daddy meet?
then I heard footsteps. And then a bunch of men yelling. They were looking for him.
I should have dated him and, not filing for essay. I mean, the man was in the process of bleeding to death. You extend some amounts of goodwill to people in that circumstance.
When the voices and footsteps faded, he let me go. Don't call an ambulance, and don't call the cops.
And don't even think about calling the cops. Yeah, boss, whatever you say.
I knew he had to be a criminal, so I took him to an underground clinic I knew.
Just your friendly local underground clinic. All the local housewives know about it.
You took him to a mob doctor?
Renju's friend. I only met him once. Even though we had our first kiss seconds after meeting each other, it took a long time before I got to see him again.
Of course, it's through Renju. Renju is at the center of an awful lot of what's happening here. Perhaps not surprising, considering.
The first time we held hands was when we watched a horror movie together. The first time I took his arm was when we went to a haunted house in an amusement park. But I wasn't the one who grabbed him. A zombie jumped out and scared us, and he clung onto my arm. He had that cute side to him, and I was falling in love.
Yeah, sure, he might be a remorseless assassin, but he's so cute.
Our second kiss was in the car. It's cliche, I know, but we drove around at night, looking at all the lights. We parked our car near a warehouse and kissed.
Did you see anything at the warehouse? Because I'm told that place is pretty important on a bunch of other fronts. Warehouse, Nana, you and me, same brain cell. Same brain cell.
I don't think we ever said I love you.
It takes too much effort.
But we both knew. We were getting closer and closer.
Alright. If a Hitomi approaches a Falco at a rate of 15 miles per hour, and Falco approaches Hitomi at a rate of 25 miles per hour, assuming they start at 300 miles apart, when will they run into each other? Show your work. The answer's at least 4. I mean, maybe? I don't know, you didn't show your work, so I can't give you credit for it.
I introduced him to Iris about a month after I first met him.
See, that outfit just makes her look an awful lot like Clover. Am I overthinking things? It's quite possible.
Iris never had a father figure in her life before. She warmed up to him immediately and treated him like a real dad.
I work because I said so. My source is that I made it the fuck up.
From then on, it was always the 3 of us together. We would go to the beach, to the river, the zoo, the amusement park.
Riverside Beach, the amusement park zoo. The Riverside Beach on the amusement park zoo.
Going to barbecues with another person was a new experience for me and Iris.
At the Riverside Beach amusement park zoo.
Everything felt so fresh. Every day was so exciting.
I don't know why I'm using this as my fallback voice for Hitomi of all people. It's kind of weird self.
Oh, sorry. You asked about the picture. He wanted to make okonomiyaki one day. He was working with the hot plate. It was ridiculous. He was trying to flip one, and it flew up in the air and landed right on my head. Iris saw the whole thing and laughed and laughed. I hadn't seen her laugh like that in a long time.
It's got a fantastic sense of balance.
I was having so much fun that I put an okonomiyaki on their heads too. Plop, plop. I added the bonito flakes and mayo and sauce. At this point, there was no going back. Eggs flew, flour going everywhere.
People died that day.
The room was not a pretty sight.
Sometimes, at night, I can still hear the screams.
After our battle, we laughed like crazy. We were rolling around on the floor.
ROTFLOL.
So Iris decided to draw it. It's nostalgic. But those days didn't last. 6 years ago, in November, a man with a gun broke into our house. Fortunately, Iris wasn't home at the time, but my boyfriend was. That's why the gunman came. He wanted to kill him. He wanted to kill him, and he would never stop. He pulled the trigger. I tried to protect him. The bullet hit me, but the police arrived. They were both arrested and incarcerated.
Why was he after your boyfriend?
Before he met me, he committed some terrible crime.
You ripped the tag off a mattress.
I don't know the details, but it was awful. So he became a target for underworld criminals. I don't know exactly why, but I know that he betrayed them in some way.
May I ask you something?
Of course.
I had heard that that incident was a random break-in gone wrong.
Oh. That's not true.
I was lying.
I lied about it at the time, because of Mizuki. Mizuki is Iris's friend. If she found out, Iris would find out too. I didn't want Iris to know.
Know what?
that I was dating a criminal. He was her father figure. Iris looked up to him. If she found out about his past...
There's a drawing on the wall. Iris drew it when she was 12. What a talk.
Dante, we can't spend time reminiscing.
Can't spend time reminiscing about other people's
We have
lives.
to get moving.
Yeah, let's go.
Alright. Let's dash. Alright, Tsujima, you got anything for me? Don't think we've got a much stronger case against him, but we could always just bullshit our way into getting a chance to investigate.
So Sajima is a key person of interest in this case.
So I've heard.
Earlier, the boss cited 3 points of suspicion against him, and I agree with her assessment.
Good for you.
I checked the call logs of So's phones.
Cause that's just a thing you can do and not a privacy concern in any way.
Congressman Sajima has one phone under his name, and a burner phone rented under a fake name.
Did you find anything interesting?
Unfortunately, no.
Really?
But I do have something. I looked into So's secretary's phone. One call in particular stood out to me.
Huh?
It was 1 week ago. From Fuchu Prison.
Talking to good old Falco, huh? We don't know that's the same person we were just talking about, but we, the player, does. I hope you're ready for a lot of screaming really obvious things at the screen.
The caller identified themselves as inmate number 89.
Number 89?
Yes.
Indeed. Verily,
This is
I
most
say.
likely the same person who called HQ.
Ergo.
I know who killed Shogunadami.
Alright, good talk.
Unknown.
Alright, we don't know who he
He is not
is.
registered in any. He could be a foreigner or. However, I did not detect any accent in his speech. I believe we can conclude that he grew up in Japan. From what I can determine, he is an assassin.
He asses people.
He accepts jobs from the criminal underworld for substantial rewards. His code name is Falco.
Jeez Louise, what is that?
Falco.
Correct.
Heart attack, okay, I'm better. Eyes on the prize, and by the prize, I mean the road.
Murder. He is serving a life sentence for multiple counts.
Multiple counts of murder.
He was imprisoned 6 years ago.
6 years ago?
And most importantly, what's the connection between these two?
Unknown. You would have to ask Mr. Sajima for that information.
And given that we can't legally claim we actually know they talked, I don't know why he'd answer.
Number 89 said he knew who killed Shoko.
He did. But that may be a lie.
Does he have any connections to the Cyclops serial killings?
Unknown. In all honesty, I have no idea.
How can we summarize this summary of summaries?
Should we visit Fuchu Prison?
I don't know, should we?
No, we don't have time.
We already saved that for a different route.
Call up boss. Tell her to request that number 89 be brought to Abyss.
Other people deal with this.
Roger.
Meow. You...
I heard there was no body found at the cold storage warehouse.
Gee, imagine that.
Isn't your investigation over?
Whenever I hear this music, I just expect somebody with a katana dressed in black pajamas to jump out and start swinging at us.
You are beginning to irritate me.
That's nice.
What did you want to talk to her about? What is the private matter you mentioned? What is your relationship with her?
I'll answer your questions when you present a warrant. I told you I will not answer that question.
And why not? We didn't find anything there. There's nothing to hide.
It appears that he will not respond.
This is going exactly as productively as I anticipated.
How many times do I have to tell you? I don't know that girl. I've never seen her before.
Date.
I knew he was lying. This proves it.
I am having difficulty determining his motive for lying. After all, Iris was not killed.
Maybe he's got a secret with her he doesn't want us knowing.
Such as, for example, Man, I'm good.
What are you hiding so?
Number 89? Who is that?
Well, it came after number 88 and before number 90.
An inmate at Fuchu prison. He used to go by Falco. He was an assassin.
Odd, finding such a person in Japan. What about him?
About a week ago, he called your secretary.
I don't know anything about that. He was probably calling for a pardon or some such nonsense. My secretary probably decided it wasn't worth my attention. If you need information, you can ask her. I can't help you.
If we're lucky, she'll
Haven't
prove
you
to be a
people got
weak
enough?
link.
I'm very busy, excuse me.
Yeah, sure do look at. What do you think, I can just avoid working for a living? I'm a politician.
Actually, I do have one more thing to tell you.
God, is he going to confess his feelings for me?
To be honest, Kaname Date, I don't like you.
I mean, that's basically what I expected.
I don't ever want to see you again. So I suggest that you don't show your face here anymore. It's what's best for both of us, understand?
So walked away sternly, never to be heard from again.
Who does this guy think he is?
Date, your blood pressure is skyrocketing. Any higher could kill you. Relax, Date.
Think about placid water and gently swaying trees in the breeze.
We still have much to do.
I know.
Alright. Here goes that little sequence of events. I'm sure that's where we'll end up making our progress in the future. I'm pretty sure I've been angrier than that before, yet I've never felt like the blood pressure could kill me. I don't know, Nana, you seem like the sort of person where there's a lot of things that could kill you. Like, that rock over there, or this water.
But look, a merman.
So is a wealthy politician. It is no surprise to me that he has a merman. Wait, a merman?
Brilliant. Anyway, I think we're going to leave stream there for the night. I feel like we didn't make a lot of progress in the game, but we definitely got a puzzle to chew over and very quickly start thinking about it.
Water, water, water,
Nana, thanks for the hydrate and the stretch immediately before I send you off. Is there anybody who's on right? Oh god, no. Ow, 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 ow. I'm stretching while talking. Ow, ow, ow. I can't. I can't get. Anyway, who's on right now? Sure, why not? Rie Sonomura. Been taking some time off from streaming lately, but they're doing a stream-a-thon to make up for it. They are playing League, which I can't in good conscience claim I'm totally okay with, but you know what? Probably hasn't killed anybody recently. Thank you all for sitting through this with me today. I enjoyed talking to you all quite a bit. And I will be seeing you all in future. Take care. My usual sign off. Do I even have a usual sign off at this point? Have a good night.